July 17, 2025 Daily Bread. Passage 1 Chronicles, chapter 3, verse 1 to chapter 5, verse 26. Key verse 3:9. Title: David's royal line. These were the sons of David born to him in Hebron. The firstborn was Amnon the son of Ahinoam of Jezreel. The second, Daniel the son of Abigail of Carmel. The third, Absalom the son of Maacah, daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. The fourth, Adonijah the son of Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah the son of Abital. And the sixth, Ithream, by his wife Eglah. These 6 were born to David in Hebron, where he reigned 7 years and 6 months. David reigned in Jerusalem 33 years. And these were the children born to him there: Shammua, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. These 4 were by Bathsheba, daughter of Ammiel. There were also Ebar, Elishua, Eliphele, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphele. 9 in all these were the sons of David, besides his sons by his concubines. And Tamar was their sister. Solomon's son was Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Jehoram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son. The sons of Josiah: Johanan the firstborn, Jehoiakim the second son, Zedekiah the third, Shallum the fourth. The successors of Jehoiakim: Jehoiachin his son, and Zedekiah. The descendants of Jehoiachin the captive: Shealtiel his son, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechamiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. The sons of Pedaiah: Zerubbabel and Shimei. The sons of Zerubbabel: Meshullam and Hananiah. Shelomith was their sister. There were also 5 others: Hashubah, Awel, Berechiah, Hasadiah, and Ushabhesed. The descendants of Hananiah: Pelatiah and Jesaiah. And the sons of Rephaiah, of Arnan, of Obadiah, and of Shechaniah. The descendants of Shechaniah: Shemaiah and his sons, Hattush, Igal, Bariah, Neriah, and Shaphat. 6 in all. The sons of Neriah: Elionai, Hiskiah, and Azrikam. 3 in all. The sons of Elanai: Hodaviah, Eliashib, Peliah, Akub, Johanan, Delaiah, and Anani. 7 in all. The descendants of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Rhea son of Shobal was the father of Jahath, and Jahath the father of Ahumai and Lahad. These were the clans of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Ibash. Their sister was named Hazelelponi. Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer the father of Husha. These were the descendants of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah and father of Bethlehem. Ashur the father of Tekoa had 2 wives, Helah and Nara. Nara bore him Ahuzam, Hefer, Temeni, and Hahashtari. These were the descendants of Nara, the sons of Helah: Zereth, Zohar, Ethnan. And Koz, who was the father of Anub and Hazobeh, and of the clans of Aharhel son of Harum. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, "I gave birth to him in pain." Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me, and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain." And God granted his request. Caleb, Shuha's brother, was the father of Mehir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton was the father of Beth-rapha, Paseah, and Tehinnah, the father of Ir-Nahash. These were the men of Rekah. The sons of Kenaz, Othniel and Sariah. The sons of Othniel, Hathath and Meonothai. Meonothai was the father of Ophrah. Sariah was the father of Joab, the father of Jehosham. It was called this because its people were skilled workers. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, Iro, Elah, and Nam. The son of Elah, Kenaz. The sons of Jehaleel, Zip, Zepha, Tiria, and Asarel. The sons of Uzra, Jether, Mered, Epher, and Jalon. One of Mered's wives gave birth to Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbah, the father of Eshtemoa. His wife from the tribe of Judah gave birth to Jared, the father of Gadar, Heber the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel the father of Zanoah. These were the children of Pharaoh's daughter, Bithiah, whom Mered had married. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Naham, the father of Keilah the Garmite, and Eshtemoa the Maacathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Rinnah, Ben-Hanan, and Telon. The descendants of Ishi, Zoeth and Ben-Zoeth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah, the father of Lakah, Lada the father of Mareshah, and the clans of the linen workers at Beth-Ashbea. Joachim, the men of Cozbah, and Joash and Saraph, who ruled in Moab and Jashubi-Lehem. These records are from ancient times. They were the potters who lived at Netaim and Gedera. They stayed there and worked for the king. The descendants of Simeon, Nemuel, Jamin, Jerib, Zerah, and Shaul. Shalom was Shawah's son, Mibsam his son, and Mishma his son. The descendants of Mishma, Hamuel his son, Zakur his son, and Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters. But his brothers did not have many children. So their entire clan did not become as numerous as the people of Judah. They lived in Beersheba, Melada, Hazar-Shual, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth-Markaboth, Hazar-Susim, Beth-Biri, and Sharaim. These were their towns until the reign of David. Their surrounding villages were Edom, Ain, Rimmon, Token, and Ashan. 5 towns. And all the villages around these towns as far as Baalath. These were their settlements. And they kept a genealogical record. Meshabab, Jamlech, Joshua son of Amaziah, Joel Jehu son of Jostabiah, the son of Sariah, the son of Aziel, also Elianai, Jacobah, Jeshohiah, Asaiah, Adiel, Jesamiel, Benaiah, and Ziza, son of Shepi, the son of Zalon, the son of Jediah, the son of Shimri, the son of Shemariah. The men listed above by name were leaders of their clans. Their families increased greatly, and they went to the outskirts of Gedor, to the east of the valley, in search of pasture for their flocks. They found rich, good pasture, and the land was spacious, peaceful, and quiet. Some Hamites had lived there formerly. The men whose names were listed came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah. They attacked the Hamites in their dwellings, and also the Meunites who were there, and completely destroyed them, as is evident to this day. Then they settled in their place, because there was pasture for their flocks. And 500 of these Simeonites, led by Pelatiah, Neriah, Reviah, and Aziel, the sons of Ishi, invaded the hill country of Seah. They killed the remaining Amalekites who had escaped, and they have lived there to this day. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. He was the firstborn. But when he defiled his father's marriage bed, his rights as firstborn were given to the sons of Joseph, son of Israel, so he could not be listed in the genealogical record, in accordance with his birthright. And though Judah was the strongest of his brothers, and a ruler came from him, the rights of the firstborn belonged to Joseph. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The descendants of Joel, Shemaiah his son, Gog his son, Shimei his son, Micah his son, Rhea his son, Baal his son, and Beerah his son, whom Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, took into exile. Beerah was a leader of the Reubenites. Their relatives by clans, listed according to their genealogical records: Jeiel the chief, Zechariah, and Bela son of Azaz, the son of Shema, the son of Joel. They settled in the area from Aroer to Nebo and Baal-Meon. To the east they occupied the land up to the edge of the desert that extends to the Euphrates River, because their livestock had increased in Gilead. During Saul's reign they waged war against the Hagrites, who were defeated at their hands. They occupied the dwellings of the Hagrites throughout the entire region east of Gilead. The Gadites lived next to them in Bashan, as far as Salcah. Joel was the chief, Shapham the second, then Janiah and Shaphat, in Bashan. Their relatives by families were Michael, Meshullam, Sheba, Jerai, Jachan, Zia, and Eber, 7 in all. These were the sons of Abihail, son of Huri, the son of Jaro, the son of Gilead, the son of Michael, the son of Jeshashai, the son of Jado, the son of Buz. Ahi, son of Abdiel, the son of Guni, was head of their family. The Gadites lived in Gilead, in Bashan, and its outlying villages, and on all the pasture lands of Sharon, as far as they extended. All these were entered in the genealogical records during the reigns of Jotham king of Judah and Jeroboam king of Israel. The Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh had 44,760 men ready for military service, able-bodied men who could handle shield and sword, who could use a bow, and who were trained for battle. They waged war against the Hagrites, Jetur, Naphish, and Nodab. They were helped in fighting them, and God delivered the Hagrites and all their allies into their hands, because they cried out to him during the battle. He answered their prayers, because they trusted in him. They seized the livestock of the Hagrites, 50,000 camels, 250,000 sheep, and 2,000 donkeys. They also took 100,000 people captive, and many others fell slain, because the battle was God's. And they occupied the land until the exile. The people of the half-tribe of Manasseh were numerous. They settled in the land from Bashan to Baal-Hermon, that is, to Senir, Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their families: Epher, Ishi, Eliel, Azriel, Jeremiah, Hodaviah, and Jadiel. They were brave warriors, famous men and heads of their families. But they were unfaithful to the God of their ancestors, and prostituted themselves to the gods of the peoples of the land, whom God had destroyed before them. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, that is, Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, who took the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh into exile. He took them to Halah, Habor, Hara, and the river of Gozan, where they are to this day. Daily Bread Message. After David became king of all Israel, his descendants became a royal line, as described in chapter 3. This royal line was important not because of any human superiority. In fact, the kings listed here were more wicked than godly. That is why God took away all their earthly powers through the exile. But this genealogy is important, because God promised to send the true spiritual king, Jesus, from among the descendants of David. Not even the exile to Babylon could stop God's salvation plan. Now each of us has the privilege to enter the royal line of Jesus, not by natural descent, but of God. When we have faith in Jesus, his kingly and priestly character is formed in us. This is better than any earthly aristocracy. Chapter 4 lists the other families within the tribe of Judah. Most of them lived ordinary lives, but Jabez is remembered, because he had boldness to request an earthly blessing from the Lord. We should have similar faith to pray for spiritual blessings, which are more valuable. Chapter 5 begins to list the families of the other tribes of Israel, starting with the Trans-Euphrates tribes, Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh. Prayer. Father, thank you for preserving your hope throughout the generations, so we could know Jesus. Thank you for making me part of Jesus' royal priesthood. One word, a member of Jesus' royal line.